In the undergrounds of Egypt lurks a mysterious race of peoples whose life purpose remains a mystery to the world above. They guard the remains of the once great Egyptian pharaohs and largely remain a mystery that is greatly feared by the majority of people. It is said that if you dare to look inside the tombs of the pharaohs without knowledge of an anti-spell to serve as protection, you will be cursed with the wrath of the pharaohs. Should you befall this misfortune and smell a great stench, it is likely too late. The wrath of the Ifrits will soon be upon you. What is an Ifrit? An Ifrit is a creature that comes to us from Arabic lore. This creature is supposedly connected to their creation story and is therefore one of the more feared and respected figures in their lore. Ifrits are supposedly a type of jinn that have a rebellious nature. In fact, the word Ifrit seems to be a reference to the spirit of this jinn subcategory. Arabic philologists agree that the root Ifr tends to be used to indicate objects or beings who are rebellious and strong. The Ifrits are cast out of favor. According to mythology, the Ifrit was one of the first groups of beings to be created by Allah and were proud of their form. However, the introduction of humans posed a problem for the Ifrit and other jinn. They could not see how this new race, made of brittle clay, could rival their superior form, which was made of smokeless fire. One Ifrit in particular, named Iblis, refused to accept Allah's favor towards Adam. For Iblis' disobedience, he was cast out of Allah's favor. Though he should have been killed for his sins, he was granted respite until Judgment Day. However, he still bears a large grudge towards humans because of his lost favor. Because of this grudge, he is said to strive to lead all humans astray in hopes that they too will lose favor with Allah. For his deceptions and evil intents, Iblis is often referred to as Shaitan. Many who study religion believe that Iblis is the Islam equivalent of Satan. He is the jinn who is said to have tempted Adam and Eve, causing them to be cast out of paradise. However, though Iblis, like Satan, is thought to have caused the fall of man, there are noticeable differences in the interpretations of each religious text. The most noticeable is that Iblis is not seen as a rival of Allah. He will not fight Allah when Judgment Day comes, but will die with all the other souls who have defied their Creator. He is also not seen as an angel because he was given free will, and the Islam faith dictates that angels always obey their Creator. Are all Ifrit malevolent? Though an Ifrit is always considered to be an evil or malevolent being, there is the possibility that these beings can have pure souls. Ifrits are similar to humans in that they are given free will and are therefore able to make their own decisions about how they live their lives. They can be believers or non-believers and could be pure of heart or evil in nature. Ifrit who believe in Allah are thought to sometimes appear in the houses of Muslims in the form of a snake. Because of this, it is forbidden to kill them before the name of Allah has been mentioned at least 3 times as a warning to these jinn. If the snake remains in the home of the believer after Allah's name has been mentioned 3 times, it can be safely assumed that the snake is a devil and the beast can be killed without question. Ifrit societies. Ifrit are also interesting in that they are known to live with social structures similar to that of humans. They have kings, queens, and royal families, as well as a social hierarchy that is said to resemble that of desert tribesmen. They are also said to have marriages that abide by similar rules as human marriages. They are known to marry their own kind, though they do have the ability to marry humans and have children with their human spouses. As jinn, Ifrit are known to be much more powerful than humans and even spirits, though their power is not as mighty as an angel's. The Ifrit is often known to be cunning with its magic, likely because Iblis is not the only one of the Ifrit to hold a grudge towards. Allah's favoring of man over jinn. Forms of the Ifrit. Although the Ifrit enjoy appearing in their mighty form, they are capable of appearing in other forms as well. When an Ifrit appears in its natural form, it is a strong smoke like being made of fire. However, when they appear in a different form, they are able to disguise itself as either animals or ordinary humans. There are some legends that suggest an Ifrit in human form may appear as people who had been turned black by fire. It is because of this that many Africans were thought to be, or referred to as, Ifrit by those who were raised with Arabic lore. Ifrit are known for their immense power. As their name suggests that they are either incredibly strong or rebellious, or both, they are often feared. In addition to their strength, they have the same powers as other jinn. This includes being able to transform into nearly any shape they desired and the ability to cast spells. They were also immune to mortal weapons, which meant that their great power and might was often unable to be matched by human power alone. Can an Ifrit be overpowered or killed? It is thought that the only way to truly hold power over an Ifrit is to use magic. Although the Ifrit are very strong and durable, they are not magical beings. Therefore, the use of magic presents a unique opportunity for humans. With it, they are able to harm and kill Ifrits, as well as bind them into servitude. The use of magic by humans is the only thing that Ifrits and other jinn truly fear when dealing with humans. Magic was often used to bind Ifrits to objects. Whoever possessed the object that bound an Ifrit was considered to be the Ifrit's master. It is from these magic practices that the three wishes legend originated from. Though magic was the most common way known to harm or capture an Ifrit, there were other ways to gain power over these creatures. One of the most common ways for an ordinary citizen to protect themselves from Ifrit was to simply recite a dua. A dua is considered to be a profound act of worship. As such, it makes sense that this would be thought to protect a person from the Ifrit. Because it was demonstrated in Iblis' defiance of man that Allah would come to the aid of man if necessary. Alternative explanations for the creation of Ifrits. Although the above description of Ifrit is the most widely accepted, there are old legends that suggest Ifrit may have a different source of origin. Some of these legends suggest that an Ifrit is not made from smokeless fire, but from the blood of a murder victim. These versions often say that once an Ifrit had formed from the blood of a murder victim, they were free to take the shape of the deceased victim, a sandstorm, or Satan himself. It is from this origin that these legends explain the vengeful nature of Ifrits. There are also legends that work to combine the implications of both stories. Many legends that take from the idea of Ifrits being a subsection of jinn and Ifrits being created from the blood of murder victims claim that these creatures are not made of the blood of victims, but rather drawn to it. These Ifrit are supposedly able to gain power from the spirit, or blood, of murder victims and are often driven to do the will of those who were murdered. Because of this, these legends often tell of how an Ifrit was driven to seek revenge against the murder of the victim whose soul they drew power from.